Hi everyone, this is Curtis Powell here from theoriginalplan.org. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about today was something that is, as we all know, is a fad in society. Is vegan food better? The answer is yes and no. Veganism is a healthier way to eat. It has so much statistics to back that fact up, but also a degree of logic, and that you're using foods that are not animal based and to support your health. Now, I am not a vegan because veganism in its truest sense means even the use of honey and various other things that we wouldn't consider to be animal products. But I do eat honey, so I'm not entirely a vegan. But let's look at veganism just on the side of not eating anything from mammals, for example. So milk, cheese, yogurt, and meat, fish, and so forth. That type of veganism is the veganism that is the most common, and people are trying new recipes, and they've got their vegan cakes. Oh no, it's vegan, it's okay. I'm going to tell you the truth. It doesn't mean a thing to me. I look at the content of the food. So when someone says that their cake is vegan, they're probably assuming that that cake is healthier than the one with egg and milk in it. I say not necessarily. And we make a lot of assumptions about veganism because it doesn't have animal products, that means it's healthier. Actually, when I see the way that a lot of food is made in the name of veganism, I still see a lot of sugar, okay? And that's refined sugar. That can be a problem. That is one of the most destructive foods we've got in our food chain. So we can't say that it's great because it's got no egg in it, but it's still got a load of sugar. We've also got the use of that same flour. So we can't say that the refined flour that we're using, because it doesn't have egg and milk with it, we're using something else that makes it healthier. It's not necessarily the case because it's still refined dead food flour. It's just energy. And again, it becomes sugar in the body. So you still have that problem of that whole yeast overgrowth and indigestion, or that reaction in the body that people tend to, which is increasing nowadays through the use of refined flour. But one thing people often miss out is overeating or eating too regularly these kinds of foods. They are not always wholesome foods. And some people out there will be making some great vegan dishes. But I'm really querying whether people are aware of the food that they're making. Do you know what your food is? And it's the content of the food. It's flour, that's energy. It's refined, there's no fiber in it. There's sugar. And if you're using a replacer, what is that replacer? And these are the things we have to look at. A good replacer for egg is flaxseed, so that's great. Some people use fruit like apple to replace egg. We don't need butter, that's great. We don't need butter. Or maybe you're using something like margarine, which really is, in my opinion, worse than butter. It doesn't have any cholesterol, but it's not digestible. Which one do you want? The cholesterol or the indigestible food? So veganism has its limits as to determine whether something's healthy. What you want to do is be more intelligent about the food that you present to your body and ask yourself, is it good? Is it good? If you look at a strawberry, for example, a natural strawberry, it's just good. Food that comes straight out of the earth is good. When we start to see packaging, we can check it out. We don't have to be obsessive about it, but check the ingredients of something and let that tell you whether it's good for you or not. And the reason why I say to you, don't be obsessive, is because, like myself, when I first started out on my health journey, I would go to the shop or go to shop and end up not buying anything because I didn't trust anything, and that didn't help me either. So over time, I've learned to create a balance. And what I do is I do think, actually, I'll show you. So for example, I will go out and buy ingredients and make a smoothie. It looks all yellow because it had turmeric in there. But this here is banana, garlic, and pears. That's right. And in here, this is what I do. I do this to safeguard myself so that I know that I'm in the city. I'm subject to what's in the shopping center. So I have to work with that just to assist me on the journey. And that's the thing. When I was obsessive, I ended up, to a degree, malnourished because I didn't trust anything. And people are querying, pesticides. I don't worry too much about that. I just do my best. And if a pesticide is a problem for me, I will not eat that food with pesticide or peel the fruit, for example. But this is what I have to do regularly. And I don't drink it all at once, but this is 700 mils that fits in here. So I use this as a means to protect myself. Oh, and cayenne pepper is in there. So it's quite strong as well. And that helps me, especially with my lungs as well, because I tend to, if I do come down with something, it will be straight to my lungs, no head, no nothing else, just lungs. I don't get pains, just the lungs. So I have to look after myself actively. But because food is vegan, and I've eaten a lot of vegan food, it doesn't help me with my health. What helps me is when I use things in their natural state as often as possible, and I avoid the things that I know I can as regularly as possible. For example, I don't eat meat. So in that sense, I'm a vegetarian, definitely. But me being a vegetarian, I can still have habits. And this is the last point I wanted to give you. I can still have habits that are dangerous, and I could overeat on the vegan food. I can eat a lot of potato, which is really damaging, and lots of rice, lots of bread. I'm still a vegan. There is a balance that needs to be struck on this health journey of yours. So I hope that I can encourage you to do that. Let this information be a guide for you. Don't be obsessive about anything. Just on your journey, gradually learn and introduce, take out things that you know are bad and put in things that are good. Take your time with it so that you create the best balance within you. Please look after yourselves and visit the original plan for a course that might be suitable for you, and have a good day.